Pasi jollof, pasi jollof, pasi jollof, pasi jollof, pasi jollof.
No, 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 this is not what we want. This is what we want. Party Jollof Africa.
Party Jollof Africa is the first streaming platform dedicated exclusively to African movies and TV. It offers insight, trailers, reviews, ratings, and community recommendations. It has two unique features. Audience Flavor Score, which represents our audience collective taste. This feature offers insights into our community content, providing an authentic gauge of popularity. The Spice Meter. This is our tailored review aggregation system that meticulously analyzes critiques from approved critics to give accurate scores that reflect the critical consensus of African cinema and television. Get front row seats to satisfy your hunger for African cinema. Visit Party Jollof Africa today.
The introduction and the ecosystems and the tools that is used in web and when you're going to break into tech. But I feel like it would be nice if I bring someone who have had a lot of experience on this journey and can share loads of his experience with everyone. I think it would be much more valuable to us. Still bad. Well, what about now? Please let me know if the audio is good now. Just send a message so that we can move forward. Lawal, is the audio much better now? Okay, thank you, Clinton. Okay, yeah, that's great. So let's continue now. So yeah, so that's the reason why I'm bringing Clinton Imaro, and he's someone I've been following for a while, long time, let's say 2 years now, I believe, and he's grown a lot in the industry, and I believe his experience will be very, very valuable, relatable for everyone who want to get into tech. And aside from that, he has loads of experience in different aspects of technology that I have not even tried before. So this is just a friendly conversation, really, nothing formal. So it's basically informal conversation. If you have a questions you want to ask him, definitely there will be opportunity for questions, and then you can ask him your question. Also, Clinton Imaro is a senior software engineer, so currently with November, and is a blockchain developer, is a cloud engineer. He has been a cloud engineer at Microsoft, and also is a Couchbase ambassador. So he's passionate about sharing his knowledge through technical articles on social media. So he has given talks, like hundreds of talks around the world, and he has spoke at Binance and iOS thing. So he's really, really an amazing person, and yeah, he also contributes to Kobola. He's a Kobola expert and also contributes on open source. So I believe his knowledge will be very, very valuable, like to a lot of us. So get your pen ready and also get your what will I call it? Your questions ready, and then I'll bring Clinton up just after this break. Okay, guys, welcome back, everyone. So, Clayton, how you here? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Good evening. I don't know. Yeah, it's actually evening over there.
Yeah, it's evening now. It's
Yeah.
evening for 40 now. So, where are you currently? Are you in the US?
No, no. I'm currently in Belgium.
In Belgium. Okay, that's great. How's the weather over there?
It's actually May, but I feel like we are still in October, like winter, still winter. So it's pretty cold.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm not really familiar with Belgium. Is it Eastern Europe also?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's really great. Okay, that's good. We would like to see your face actually. So
Yeah, sure.
if it
Just give me a moment because
okay.
yeah, give me a moment. I'm not currently inside, so I think the
Oh,
lighting is a
okay.
little bit bad, but let me figure out something. But yeah.
All right. Yeah. Thanks. Don't worry. We could wait a couple of seconds so that let's see. All right. So yeah. Thank you. Thank you. It's good to see your face. So Belgium is in Eastern Europe.
Sorry?
Belgium is in
It's
Eastern
just
Europe.
close to it's close to Germany.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's great. Yeah. Germany weather also is a little bit like that. I was in Berlin, uh, November.
Oh,
Yeah, November for a summit. So yeah, it's always cold in Germany, and here also it's cold, but today I think it's a little bit warmer. So yeah, we have like a good weather, and also Monday is bank holiday, so everyone be out for
yeah,
barbecue and stuff.
yeah.
So what's your plan for bank holiday?
Usual, just work on like my project and all.
Other project, okay, that's cool.
We need to work, like we got stuff to do. So
Yeah, so I really appreciate you creating the time to join me today because
yeah,
I
thank
just felt like I started a series on YouTube and on Facebook also. So because I know that like a lot of people want to start into tech and that transition into core coding
you. Hmm.
scares a lot of people. Like a lot of people that build it web WordPress or use other design to build website and stuff. But
Yeah,
there's a lot of limitations those platforms like you can't really build something solid or innovate something new on those platforms because they just box you in. So the idea is to just help people to be able to start coding, and then they can transition to that. So we started 2 days ago, I think. So where we have like we talk about the ecosystems, we talk about some tools and stuff and direction. So, but I just feel like bringing you, we help them solidify their knowledge, and also give them like kind of direction because you've touched a lot of parts of technology and that's really scary. I don't know how you do it. How do you do it?
yeah.
Like, yeah, so
Um, I guess is actually so like I started at a very young age, so I guess like my love for tech and other stuff. But I'm that type of person that love learning actually, so I tend to like learn new stuff, new technology. See, like I keep telling people, the tech ecosystem it's moving very fast. So like
yeah.
if you notice 2 years ago, there are no like this bruise about AI and other stuff. It wasn't that much. Probably you've heard about it and other stuff, but here we are today. We are hearing almost every product now are currently using AI or they are currently integrating AI. So that is the way the tech ecosystem works. So you just try to move at your own pace at the same time, try to learn more things as you progress. So
Mm.
the past 7 years I've learned both in like the tech field and also outside my field. A lot of people know me as a software developer or a software engineer, but within this space of 7 years I've also learned things outside, like being a software engineer, like graphic
Mm.
design and all this stuff. So I'm someone that's passionate about learning new things at the same time, trying to incorporate everything together with what I do today.
Yeah, I think that's really brilliant. Like, because like, okay, before we get to that, how you get started in tech so early, because I know I've been following you on LinkedIn for more than 4 years now, if not.
Oh,
Yeah, I think so. I think I've been following you on LinkedIn for quite a while. Yeah.
all right.
So,
Yeah, I appreciate that.
how did you like discover the passion that okay, I love tech? How did the journey? How did it start?
Um, so I think I've said like this process countless number of times, but one thing I know that I actually tell people is that I just try to summarize my tech journey because it's actually where I'm coming from is actually like, let me just use the word, it's far and other stuff. So,
Yeah.
but I started in tech, not initially 2017. So I've been in tech for quite a while, right from my primary school days and other stuff. So I was involved in more of like this innovation. I actually see a guy that does the same thing on Facebook currently, whereby you build something out of scraps, probably homemade materials you could find and other stuff. So
Uh,
I was really into that during my primary school and secondary school days. Like when I was in my primary school, then in Benin City. So I do make this stuff, sell it out to those final year students in Unibe and other stuff while I was still in primary school. So fast forward to when I was in my secondary school. So I continued doing the same thing. Um, I just had that passion of creating, had that passion of innovation and other stuff. So if you go to my school today, or maybe you see my previous classmates and other stuff, they'll tell you that yes, this is what we knew Clinty for then, at
yeah.
primary school, at his secondary school and other stuff. So my tech journey actually started right from primary school, but I didn't take it seriously. I won't lie. So, but I was just doing it out of fun and other stuff. Like, okay, this is my hobby and all those other stuff. So, but until 2017 when I decided to like, okay, my uncle told me, Clinton, instead of you playing these games and all the stuff, so do you know that behind, okay, there was a word he actually told me. He used this statement: behind every button you clicked in an application, there's a code written behind it. So that was the
Totally.
word he actually used. And then he told me that I want you to pursue this part. I want you to go fully into it. So there's something that is called programming. So he gave me a little brief about it. And then I opted on what's it called? A boot camp. Like for normally, initially, the program was for 3 months, but I was able to finish the program, which was meant for 3 months, in the space of 1 month. So
What?
because then I also had like other stuff I was currently doing. So I needed to like
Wow.
just hasten up and other stuff. So then that was when I learned Java basics. So the main point for that 3 months program was that I was meant to learn Java basics, intermediate, and GUI, graphic user
Yeah.
interface. But I was able to wrap up everything in the space of 1 month. Like I was showing up every day to lectures
Wow.
and other stuff. So
Yeah.
I was able to wrap it up. And then that was like in 2017. So after then, I was doing minor, like just few things in tech and other stuff once in a while and other things. But fast forward to like COVID period, that was when I really took my tech journey really seriously. So during that COVID period, I also learned a lot of stuff. Like I said earlier, graphic design, UI, yes, just basics, so that if I'm in a team or I'm building a product and probably my graphic designer is not there, so I don't
You
need
can
to
just,
wait for my graphic designer. I could just like fill up
yeah,
stuff.
feeling.
So that was why I actually learned this stuff during that COVID pandemic. It's not that I'm actually using it like physically out there, or that is the profession
Okay.
people know me for, but that is just something I learned to add to my skills. So it's
Mhm.
never, I don't feel like it will take anything from me while learning new things and all stuff.
Yeah, I think that's very, very valuable. It's one of the things I said in the conversation, I think 2 days ago, about being rounded and just learning everything, and you don't have to like put yourself in a box, because like there are people that are like, oh, I'm a React engineer, I'm a Java engineer, I'm a mobile engineer. Like, I feel all of those things are good, but sometimes it's just like give yourself freedom as a programmer, that okay, I could extend and learn anything. And I think a lot of people that are listening to this will see that like it's passion first, because a lot of people like money and stuff like that, and like you have
Yeah.
to have that hunger to be
One
able to.
one of my principle about going into tech is that I don't want you to go into tech because you feel like, okay, this person is making it, or there's a lot of money in tech. There are a lot of people that has been in the tech space for like 7 6 years. They are not making as much as someone that has been in tech space probably of recent. So one thing I do tell people, especially when I speak at events or maybe Twitter space and all the stuff, I do try to encourage them that don't go for the money, because I remember like before I even saw my first, let me say 1,000, aside from then back then in primary school, when I always like said the stuff and all those things, before I made my first, let's say 10,000, like thereabout from tech, it took me process. It was like a journey for me. So during that journey, I was learning on how to build myself, how to build my personal brand, how to put myself, how to position myself out there, so that once
True.
people say, okay, this is your go-to person to do this thing. So that's just one thing about me. And today, most of like I hardly say I want to submit my CV and all the stuff, but
Yeah.
most of the jobs just coming through like probably freelance here as well, just coming
Yeah.
through referrals and other stuff. Like, okay, this guy is good. I've worked
Nice.
with him before and other stuff. So that's one thing I tell people. Even if it's your first, second, third year in tech, learn to build yourself, learn to build more of personal project as well. Don't focus on the money, because one thing I also love saying is um tech is not for me. Tech is not an hobby; it's a lifestyle for me. So it's
Mhm.
something I'm going to do for a very long time. So even if it takes me 3 to 4 years to master my skills before I start making money from it, then I know that okay, I've already put myself in that position. I've actually done the hard work. Actually learned
Mm.
the foundation and other stuff.
I think that's a very, very valuable lesson, because I was telling some of my, I think maybe it was my previous job. So we were having conversation about retirement and stuff. I was like, I'm not going to retire in tech. I'm not going to, like, I don't see myself retiring because
Once you start, it's actually a lifestyle. So there's no way
Mhm.
you can retire from it, even if
Yeah,
you aren't working with probably a big firm, or you aren't working in a company. You are too probably just playing around with your laptop. So you're
and
still
doing
into
something.
tech. So that's it.
Yeah, yeah. Like, even as much as busy as I am, I still read minimum of like 3, 4 articles a day. I still buy a lot of books, because of that and everything. And also, like, I think go to the next questions. I know you're passionate about learning. You read, you study a lot. How did you stay in touch with like learning new things? Are there like people you can remote, especially in the web development space? I still want us to touch about some of the things you've done, because I know you've done some things in cybersecurity, blockchain, and stuff, crazy stuff. I don't understand solid or whatever happened in blockchain. I think I need to get some tutorials from you. Yeah. So how do you level up? How do you stay uh, up to date in the ecosystem?
All right. So I think one thing that keeps me up to date is that forget my busy schedule and other stuff like personal stuff, work, school and other stuff, but I still try to make time for research. So I'm that person that love lots of research and other stuff. And if you are, for instance, you're someone majoring in computer science in school and other stuff, you you do get to a time whereby you have to make research and other stuff. So I'm someone that love making research. And another thing that could actually keep you up to date with, let me say, tech trends, new development and other stuff is community. So I keep saying this, like I keep advising people. When I started in 2017, there were seriously, I don't think there were any community out there that I could join. So I was doing everything all on my own and other stuff, but I don't want that situation for most newbies that are coming into tech. So that's why I'm really happy seeing a lot of tech communities out there that are actually offering resources, various stuff to newbies in tech and other stuff. So community really plays a very crucial role when you're going into tech or you want to learn new things and other stuff, because they give you the ability or the opportunity to meet people that you don't even know you're going to meet and other stuff. Just take for instance CodeSpace. I built CodeSpace. So CodeSpace, one of the, let's say, one of the most one of our most vision at CodeSpace is to actually provide resources and give newbies in tech whatever they need and other stuff. Give them the, shall I use the direct roadmap to success and other stuff. And that's why we do bring, I think twice a month currently, if I'm not mistaken, we do bring industrial experts from across, from various companies, Microsoft, Wix, senior software engineers from Spotify and all this stuff, to come speak to newbies in tech and other stuff, where you could actually ask your question, you could actually get information and other stuff. So I think community as well also plays a crucial role on that.
Yeah, I think that's so true. I think guys like join CodeSpace on Twitter, follow CodeSpace, and also follow Clinton. Also, his Twitter is handle is scrolling. I've spoken once on the I think the CodeSpace events. Uh, I think last year the event, the conference they
Yeah,
had.
yeah, yeah. I remember like CoSpace Hackathon and
Yeah,
conference.
yeah, the hackathon one. Yeah, so I think those are the things that actually can feel your passion if you are in tech, because sometimes people feel like, oh, tech, I'm lonely and stuff like that. Just like you said, uh, it's all about people taking initiatives, and the fact that you see that, okay, the community you would have loved to enjoy when you start wasn't there, and then you create one. And that's what I said to people every time. So there is no excuse. If there is something that you miss when you're trying to achieve something, just throw the ladder down and create that opportunity for other people. So what was your experience at Microsoft? Because I know that was like highlight of your all the
Um,
company. I know you work with a lot of companies. But
for me, I actually don't take that as an highlight. I feel like
whoa! Don't let fang people come after you.
no, no, no. Like I feel like you do have different opinions and other stuff. For me, one part I do take it as an highlight working for a like Microsoft internship and other stuff. So that's
Yeah,
one. And two, one of my like one thing I have always noted down was that okay, no matter how far you want to go in the tech space, you can't do it alone. You
true.
have to always learn. You have to learn to work with people. You have to work with others. From there, you learn new things that could actually make you or that will enable you build your own or stand alone. So that's one thing for me. So why I mentioned that I didn't take it as an highlight is that there are lots of things to be learned. So you getting an internship with Microsoft, for instance, is one big thing which most people admire and other stuff.
Yeah.
Why you building? Why you for instance, once you're done with your internship, you taking this knowledge you learned from there
Mm,
and you're able to use it to do something meaningful outside there is another thing. So
true.
I for me, I actually took it as an highlight and also as not an highlight that much for me because I know that I still have a long road to go. So there's still other stuff that need to be done. So for me, for the moment, I can just say, okay, yeah, it's an highlight. But as we move further, there are also more highlights that I believe that will surpass what I currently have and other stuff.
Yeah, I think that's really amazing. I know, like, people prepare for, like, internship in Microsoft is crazy. Even the US citizen alone, I know a lot of I've mentored a lot of them, and trying to apply for it, and they see it like something really huge. But aside from that, I know you like, yeah, don't play it out too much. It's amazing. Yeah, so you should be proud of that,
Yeah,
really.
yeah,
And
I'm definitely like I can't
yeah,
like compared to if you look at Clinton 5 years ago and you are talking about
yeah,
Clinton today. So I think that's something really amazing because I've learned to not just um from my work at Microsoft, but I've also learned a lot from working with other few companies and other stuff. So looking at Clinton 5 years ago and looking at Clinton now, you know that there has been a huge self development and other stuff. So I've learned to
mm,
build myself. I've learned to build whatever I'm building. I've learned to build my brand. So that's just it.